Welcome to the last video of lesson 5.4, and this one is your practice one. I showed you how to do it, then we did some problems together, and now this is time, your turn to shine. So I'll give you a few problems, and then you copy them down. There'll be a few that you'll have to cut out. Then pause the video, solve them, work the problems, take your time, figure things out, and then restart the video to check and see how you did. Boys and girls, this is the opportunity for you to check and to make sure that you know what's going on. Okay? By not pausing the video and just copying whatever I do, that is not helping you learn. And this should be all about you learning. All right? So, without further ado, I'm going to write the problems, and good luck to you. All right. First one is 1 less 18 20ths is equal to n over d, and you have to figure out what is n and what is d. The next problem is, let's see, 15 30ths plus 10 30ths is equal to n over d. What are n? What are d? And then our final problem, well, not our final, but our last problem that like this is going to be 39 40ths plus n over d is equal to 1. And for each one of these, boys and girls, you are solving for n over d, n over d, n over d. Alright, the next problems deal with your cutouts, so why don't you get those ready, and I will start typing. Alright, our questions that you should have cut out: a squirrel climbed 3/8 of the way up a tree. How much higher does it need to go to reach the top? The next one, we ate 5/12 of a watermelon at breakfast, which I think is weird. At lunch, we ate 7/12 of the same watermelon. How much of the watermelon is left for dinner? And then our final one for you to work on is the rowboat is 4/17 of the way. That should say way. Let me see if I can fix that right now. I guess I can't. How much farther does it have to go to reach the shore? Alright, why don't you pause the video, work these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 problems, and when you're done, restart the video and check and see how you did. Good luck, 5th graders. Alright, 5th graders, hopefully you took some time and did your best on these. First problem here, let's get to it right away. We want to replace this 1 with the fraction form of 1, which in this case, because our language is 20, would be 20, 20. And if we do this correctly, 20 we're just going to bring across, so d is equal to 20. And then it's going to be 20 minus 18, and that is going to be 2. So the first answer should be 2 20ths. Now this one we're just going to add across. We're just going to be adding, but remember, we don't do anything with our denominator. We keep that the same because that's the language. That's the number. That's the size of the chunks essentially. So 30ths. How many 30ths do we have? We have 15 plus 10. We have 25 30ths. Now, finally for this one, we're going to have 39 40ths plus n over d is going to equal 1. Now, conveniently, we know what 1 is. It's going to be something over 40. Well, what's over 40? Well, 40 over 40 is going to equal 1. So we know what d is going to be in this case. D equals 40. Now the question is n. Well, 39 plus what will give us 40? Well, 39, 40, so 39 plus 1, so n equals 1. Alright, now let's talk about our squirrel climbing up a tree. Squirrel is 3/8 of the way up the tree. Okay, plus n over d is going to give us 1. Well, let's look. 3/8 plus n over d is going to give us, what's 1 in terms of the language of 8? It's 8 over 8. Now d, boys and girls, we know d is going to equal 8 because that's what our language is. And remember, we just shoot that right across. Now 3 plus n will give us 8. 3 plus what number gives us 8? N, boys and girls, is going to equal 5. We ate 5/12 of the watermelon at breakfast. At lunch, we ate 7/12 of the same watermelon. How much of the watermelon is left for dinner? Well, we have to figure out how much we've eaten first. So we're going to take 5/12 and add it to 7/12. Our denominator is going to stay the same, and that is 12. And then 5 plus 7 is going to give us 12. How much of our watermelon is done? None. We ate all the watermelon. But I got to tell you, I don't know how I feel about watermelon for breakfast. I don't think I could eat that. But then again, I must admit, I'm not really that big of a watermelon fan. Our final problem is a rowboat rowing across the lake. And it is right now 4/17 across. You know what I think? Being we're talking lake, I think we need blue, don't we? See if we can get rid of that green, get rid of that pesky green right now. All right, so now we are 4/17 across the lake. How much further does it have to go to reach the shore? To reach the shore is going to be the whole way across the lake, so we're going to set that equal to 1, and we're going to add ND. Now, let's convert that to 4/17 plus N over D. And I'm going to leave a space here because I'm going to fill in what N and D are is equal to, we need what 1 is. And 1 in the language of 17 is going to be 17 over 17. Now, well, I'm sorry, it kind of cut off. Boys and girls, we should know what this D is, right? Because 17 is our language, it's going to be 17 all the way across. So 4 plus N equals 17. 4 plus what will give us 17? Well, 4 plus 13 gives us 17. So it should be 13/17 to go. So this right here is our answer. All right? Now, hopefully, boys and girls, checking how you did, hopefully it makes sense and you did well. If not, figure out where you went wrong. And if you don't know, talk to Mr. Winkleman. He's a nice guy. He'd like to help you. But let's bring this back to our original question. How is adding and subtracting fractions like adding and subtracting decimals? How is it the same? How is it like it? Okay? How are they similar processes? All right, it's time for me to go to bed. I hope you guys did well. If not, talk to Mr. Winkleman. Otherwise, you probably need to talk to Mr. Winkleman to get your fabulous gift. Bye-bye.